Hey, 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 it is Monday, Labor Day, right? It's the 7th. Awesome time. Felt compelled to be here this evening. Just a quick hitter here from Mark's message. This is Mark Gassert broadcasting live, Peachtree Corners, Georgia, the peachiest place on the planet. And I'm going to give the shout outs. So, I'm going to go emerging sales winners. I'll start out there. The Grow Live Nation, all you streamers. And then I'm going to mix it up with that Megamind. Man, I'd love to be a member of that group. And then also the diehards. So, with all that, today is Labor Day. So, a lot of people today, when you break it down in its purest form, are probably having barbecue, chilling out, taking a day off. But did you ever really think about how Labor Day got started? So, always the historian I try and be at times. And we have a comment here. Oh, yes. Hey, what's up? Robert Brooker, my Labor Day man here, right here. He is the first. But what I was going to talk to you about here, just briefly, a couple things, and we're going to touch on them, is Labor Day. When did it start? 1882, September 5th. And, you know, I always consider Labor Day retailer's paradise, barbecue payoff. It's just a big old fat day off. But the first Labor Day parade, now this is a true story, approximately 10,000 people in New York City, all right, did a peaceful protest. 10,000 marched, okay? And they marched from New York City Hall in protest. I'll get into it later on. I'm not going to reveal everything tonight, but today is the 126th Labor Day. So I thought that was quite interesting. And with that, if you broke down when Labor Day officially was kicked into gear and all that, um, it's 126 Labor Days. This is the 126th. So I just wanted to share that with you. And since we're talking about Labor Day, Robert joined us. Here we go. I just picked up a microwave, new to me, and quite frankly, I'm happy if I can find a good thick hair tie. I'll tell you what, if you don't know who Robert Brooker is, man, the guy, I know he's working on writing a book. He's full of wit, wisdom. He just keeps pulling everything out of the woodwork here. But some people today, here we go. I haven't cut my hair since 2016. Okay, I feel your pain, Robert. Robert, I feel your pain. Uh, you know, some of us are losing it. As we get older, we kind of lose things. I guess that's all part of nature. Which proves in my book that nature is truly smarter than people. But you know what? I think you are a very distinguished looking gentleman here, Robert. So I think you look cool with that look, which happens to be in vogue, by the way. So with all that, I did want to give a shout out. We're talking Labor Day. I just finished this video, email, and text marketing with Hippo. And there's a gentleman by the name of Ken Walls. So, in honor of Labor Day, I am going to, celebrate that the fact that he added more to the platform. The guy just keeps blowing me away. I went through it all yesterday, and man, I am like a kid in a candy store. I can't wait to apply some of the techniques and things that Ken shared with us. And what he's done is, again, in Wall's fashion, he has what the pictures from my wedding day, the second ill-fated event in February. Robert, you're too much. I can't share this with my son because in November they moved their wedding up. He is getting married, so I won't share that with my son. But that's a good point. Uh, I could tell you a story about what my dad told me on my wedding day, but I won't digress into that. But anyway, I do want to thank Ken for doing what he did with Hippo. I just cannot wait to apply the principles that he's outlined. If you haven't, go to his Grow Live Academy. I believe from what Ken indicated that this particular platform, tutorial, whatever you want to call it, involving Hippo Video, he is going to offer that separately. But the fact, if you're a member of Grow Live, it the thing is, it just keeps growing. And right now, I guess I'm all caught up. But the way I understand it, Ken's got more stuff on this Hippo Video deal coming out. So I just want to thank Ken once again for doing that. Thank you so much. And I cannot wait starting tomorrow, which I've got things lined up, to take care of business. Since today is Monday, and really, I know it's a day off, but tomorrow's Tuesday, which will be, yeah. And that's another point. I have Hippo. Jeffrey Gittimer sold me on it. Absolutely, Robert. Whether you got it through Jeffrey or Ken, all Ken's doing now is taking what Jeffrey's initially put out there and kicked it up a notch. And with that, I don't care whether you got it from the Gittimer side of the fence or the Ken Walls side of the fence. Who cares? It's a great tool, and you really need to look into it if you haven't. Oh, hey, look at that. Hey, Ken Walls, did you see that? You'll probably see this. Ken Walls rules. Yeah, he does. He is totally a wall breaker, that man. I call him the maestro of wall breakers. But the other thing I want to do today is acknowledge another brother out here, Customer Delight 365, Brian Monahan, former Marine. And yeah, I'm going to read something from here, Customer Delight here. This is Brian's book, outstanding book. And I just want to thank Brian personally again. And Brian, no one's paying me to do this, but man, I love your book, my man. It is awesome. It's full of quotations and it has dates that are applicable. And today I'm going to read from September 7th. I kind of jumped ahead earlier today since I saw something in Babe Ruth. I had to put it out there. I texted earlier. But Brian came up with these quotations, and then he takes it to the nth degree. He also gives you his take on it, which is really slick. So I'm just going to read real quick. Hey, look at that. Kirk Smith, the maestro, the man himself. Yes, the man that holds that thing called baton, and we all got to follow the tip of the stick called the ichthus. It's Greek, right? If anybody knows anything about Greek, which I might, and I know Kirk does, and he probably knows a lot of other languages. And look at that, got Brian's book yesterday. Thank you, Ron. That's outstanding. And look at this, we got Randy out here as well. Good to see you. But I really do want to read this real quick because it's Labor Day and it's pretty simple. But this is for September 7th, and I love this one. The undisciplined are slaves to moods, appetites, and passions. Now, that's from Stephen Covey and his book. Brian took that quote, but here's his take. This is why I love this thing. Your business needs to be disciplined in infusing delight in your employees. Now, Brian lays down a challenge here. What is your plan to create smiling, happy employees? Haha, I love that. So, idea, ask every employee in your organization to read from your Customer Delight 365. I believe you Mega Minds, you guys are probably doing this, rocking and rolling. Hey, Randy, if you can get me in that group, let me know. I went to the man himself, Mr. Pizza Crust, and he said, it's full. And I said, full of what? He kind of laughed on that one. Anyway, so rambling along here, ask every employee in your organization to read from Customer Delight 365 daily. So I've been doing this, okay? This takes discipline, but I promise you a common mantra for Delight will change your organization and business in ways you can never imagine. I think that is awesome. And the fact, look at that, those who read lead. Thank you, Kirk. And again, he's a fellow classmate, a fellow fraternity brother, Phi Mu Alpha Symphonia. And he really is, ladies and gentlemen, Kirk Smith is the real deal. He does conduct orchestras. That is a fact. You know, the man is well versed when it comes to music, and not just in the orchestral circle. He's performed and worked with, you know, real live artists as well. So neat guy. And Kirk, we're going to get you back. I'm not a slave to my passions, but they do pull hard. I just ignore them. Those that are not currently serving me. Yeah, that's a great point, Robert. And I think sometimes we struggle with that day in and day out. So the nice thing about this book, and again, I'll hold it up here. If you don't have it, I'd highly recommend you get it. It's you can go to Amazon and check it out. And I got it the other day, and it's really an easy read, but it makes you think. And it's something I've been doing now in the mornings. And I didn't even know Brian put out a challenge here. I just, like an idiot, picked up the book and said, hey, you know, I'd like to apply this every day. So each day I'm kind of starting where we are here. So tomorrow's the 8th. You know, even though I have cheated and read some of it in the beginning, but what Brian tells you about reading his book is you can do it multiple ways. You know, you can follow the format, or you can read it from soup to nuts, cover to cover. So Brian's a neat guy, as well, as you guys all know. And let's see what Robert has. I was funkified by Leroy, man. Oh my goodness, you're crazy. And Randy, I read my copy every morning. Great way to start. Yeah, is it not, Randy? And that's what I learned from this. You know, I was when I first got it later that day. I was reading like inside the dedication, and table of contents, forward, the intro, and then I really started looking at how he put this piece of, I'll call it, manuscript together. There's a picture of the man himself. And it's awesome. It's a great document, and it's over. What the main thing that's amazing, it's over 400 pages. So this thing's ongoing since 2016, and that's a great point, Randy. And him and his green metallic Gibson. Oh my goodness! All right, I'll tell you what. That Robert, man. Let me show you that again. There you go. Him and ES335. You're crazy, Robert, but I love you, man. I appreciate the comments you put out there. And really, tonight was just a quick hitter. I just wanted to touch on a couple things. In lieu of Labor Day, I did want to recognize Ken for what he did in regards to the Hippo video, creating another extension, another tutorial that's out there in regarding Hippo video, video email, text marketing. I mean, the guy's amazing. And then we have Mr. Monahan, Brian, and I know I got to share this. And here we go. Yeah. Look at Robert. He's sharing this right now for everybody. So thank you. Great job, Robert. I appreciate that. So feel free to go here and check it out. So I'm telling you, man, you are a brainy mug. Oh my goodness. But with all that, that's why I came on here tonight. I just felt compelled to do it. And tomorrow's Tuesday. Hopefully, most of us, I think most of you guys are probably in check. You didn't drink, get crazy, and consume a bunch of alcohol, whatever. Some people are doing that today. I get it. That's your choice. That's cool. Me, I'm gonna kind of digress a little bit here and kind of get prepped for tomorrow and get into some of my Hippo video emails that I'm looking to put out there and secure more opportunities, and get my brand further out there, develop it more, develop myself more. And I just want to thank everybody for coming on here tonight and sharing their 2 cents. I truly greatly appreciate you. Yeah, I don't drink. Done with that. I got you. You know what, Robert? Really, me? I'm what you call. I'll have a glass of wine or something like that with a meal. That's probably the extent of my drinking. Tomorrow is Mark Day. Make every day your day, brother. Yeah, and absolutely, Randy, that is so true. And that's how, you brought up a great point. Tomorrow is your day. Tomorrow is your day. And tomorrow is your day to make things happen, to be successful, to be productive. There's nothing wrong with that. Today is to move forward. There's nothing back behind you. It's gone, you know. And as Leroy says, make it fucking. You won't quit, will you, Robert? The guys, what are we going to do with this guy, Randy? But anyway, with that, truly do make it your day. You're in, when I say entitled, what I say to that is nobody's entitled to anything. And Kirk Smith got on here earlier. He goes, live it, love it, and own it. Yes, sir. And he had a great post, and I'll have to reshare it to everybody in the group. It's a picture of a oh geez, I can't even think, guys. Like, tablet, and it's blank like that. And what he says, this is what you're entitled to. And I thought that was the most profound. It's a tablet with a pen next to it. And he said, this is exactly what you're entitled to. And I thought that day I read that was kind of the most profound thing that I kept looking at and staring at. Because there are people, we all know this, they feel they're entitled. They feel they're entitled for whatever reason. What's going on in the world today? They feel they're entitled to more money. They feel they're entitled to, I should have this job, or, and it all goes back to earn. And I guess, with Labor Day, when you look at successful people, I don't know if anybody really has been handed anything, guys. And if you do, please share it with me, because most people that are successful out there, they're earning it. So, oh, thank you, Elaine. I appreciate that. Hello, Mark. Make it a great day. And I will. I definitely will. And that's kind of why I got on here. The main thing is, and I'll show this first. Good evening. All right. And now we'll go here. Robert Brooker, I died on the back deck of that club that I would go see his band play. What I saw was beautiful. And then the bartender pulled me back and he scared me shitless. I went home and went to work for 6:30 a.m. the next day. Okay. Hey, and Elaine, everybody's saying hello to you. So that's cool. That is very cool. Glad to see you guys communicate with one another. So, guys, that's really all I have this evening. I really need to get going here because I do have a couple things, but always on Mark's message. Always, 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 I am going to say, be a leader, be a friend, most important of all, be a service. And I have to do it. And please don't hate me. I just watched the Braves lose, but always in baseball terms, right? Even if it's that full 2 count, we take our approach, and together, guys, if we keep swinging for the fences, right? We're going to eventually, boom, knock it out of the park. And with that, I'm going to say adios. Thank you all once again for joining me. Again, Mark's message, Mark Gassert, Peachtree Corners, the peachiest place on the planet. I will see you tomorrow, and we will discuss other things. As you know, Wednesday weekly workshop with sales concepts, and some other things we'll pick up, even a little bit about Labor Day. I'll get further involved in that. So I'll try not to digress too much. And with that, have a very, very productive remainder of your Monday, which is Labor Day, and propel it into your day, Tuesday, which will actually be the 8th of September. I can't believe we're already in September, guys. But taking it to the next level and have a very successful week. I really appreciate you all. I love you all, and have a successful Tuesday. See you tomorrow.